I've got my quarter. Let's grocery shop for the week at Aldi. I just got home from Aldi, and instead of pulling everything out first, I'm going to show you what I got because I'd like to do some meal prepping too. So I spent $142.54 this week, and that will be about 5 or 6 meals. So I'm going to show you everything I got really quick little haul, and then do some meal prepping too. So I got a pineapple to slice up, just to have sliced pineapple. It's so refreshing, delicious. Everybody eats it, but also to a few of the meals and make a nice little complement to a few of the meals like teriyaki chicken that I'm making this week. Bananas, lots of bananas because I use them in smoothies almost every day. So we go through a lot of bananas. I also like to snack on them too. Now, sometimes what I like to do is if they are turning a little bit, I'll slice them up, put the slices on a baking sheet and pop them in the freezer. And then once they're frozen, throw those frozen slices of banana in a freezer bag. And then I have a sliced banana to use too for my smoothies, but I go through a lot of bananas. So that is why I have a bunch there. They had these delicious looking green beans for $1.75, I think, for the bag. And this is a 16-ounce bag. Just wash them up, cut them down. I love green beans. So I figured for a sheet pan meal this week, this was one of the items I wasn't too sure what I'm going to do with, but I always love having green beans. And then cilantro, I got a bag of cilantro. That is going to be for chicken enchiladas, for a nice little topping of that. I can't beat that. I got 3 jars of their organic sauce. I was happy they had this because when I was there last week, they did not have their organic pasta sauce. So I grabbed 3 jars because I'm going to need at least 1, maybe 1.5 for chicken Parmesan. And then I always like to have some on hand just for a quick meal. I have some raviolis too. So like I said, we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner at home. So sometimes if the kids want maybe a ravioli for lunch, I can just whip that up really quick too. Frozen ravioli, jar of pasta sauce, easy peasy meal. So, and I love their organic sauce. It's $1.99, really fresh ingredients. You know, I love their sauce. So I have 3 jars of that because like I said, last week when I was there, they were all out of their marinara too. And the tomato basil sauce is really good too. I also got a bag of their frozen broccoli. I love this for just to have in the freezer. My kids love broccoli. Just makes a really quick and easy side. Pop it in the microwave for a few minutes and boom, broccoli is served. I'm going to be using this for teriyaki chicken this week, but maybe something else too. So that is the broccoli. I got 2 of their Italian chicken sausage, which is delicious. I got 2 packs of that. And that is for roasted sausage with peppers and onions. One of my favorite meals. You could use smoked sausage or even turkey kielbasa too from Aldi, but their chicken sausage is really good. I'm actually going to prep this today to have it in the refrigerator to have this week. So we're going to get that prepped today, so I'm going to put that aside. I got 2 of their organic grass-fed ground beef for hamburgers one night, just to do burgers and fries. Sometimes I do like to get their frozen burger patties. I used to get them all the time, and usually in the summer I'll grab a box to have, but also making hamburgers are just so easy too. So I grabbed a couple because one only makes 4, so I needed a little bit more, so we have enough to feed all 4 of us, or just to even have for 2. So I have that for hamburgers and french fries for dinner one night. Super easy meal, right? Who doesn't love hamburgers and fries? I also picked up their penne pasta. Always have that on hand because it's a great pantry item. You can make so many things with that too, but I might actually use that for the chicken parm this week. I also picked up a bag of their shells too. I always like to have a few pastas on hand for dinners or for even, like I said, for chicken parm too. I also picked up 2 packs of their chicken. I normally get their family packs, but they were all out. So I just got 2 of them. One is going to be used, maybe actually 1.5. That's why I got 2 of them for chicken enchiladas. It's a great, easy slow cooker meal. I'm going to prep that today too, so that is ready to go. I was actually going to make that today, but it's getting late, so I think I'm just going to do an easy meal for today and have that prepped and probably just pop that in the crock pot for a dinner this week. So that is in bin number 1. All right, so the next bin is flour tortillas for the enchiladas. Now I use the carb balance for myself, but for everybody else I have the flour tortillas. So I'll just wrap a couple separately for me and then everybody else will have the flour tortillas. I got some of their sliced cheddar for hamburgers. Then I also picked up their chicken teriyaki. I wanted to try this. I have not tried it yet. So if you've tried this, let me know in the comments. So I'm gonna have this one night for an easy meal. It's already got the marinade on it. Then I'm just going to make some of their broccoli, make rice in the crock pot, or not in the crock pot, in the Instant Pot. You can also get their bags of rice too. But like I've mentioned before, my kids are very picky when it comes to rice, and I just do the rice in the Instant Pot. But they do have their 90-second rice at Aldi, which you could do, and that would make it even easier. But so this is an easy meal for one night, the teriyaki chicken. So just popping that on a sheet pan, and then steaming the broccoli, or putting that in the microwave actually. Super easy meal. For the roasted sausage with peppers and onion, I still have some onions left, but I didn't have peppers. So I got a bag of their peppers to chop up with the sausage. It's so easy, delicious. You can serve it over rice. I like it over cauliflower rice. Super easy meal. Then I also picked up a bag of their Parmesan herb crusted chicken tenders. This is great for chicken parm. So you just pop it on a sheet pan and then cook the chicken. You can even do it in a baking dish too, with a little bit of marinara on the bottom. Bake these, and then once they're done, add a little bit of sauce on the top and some shredded mozzarella. Serve this with pasta. Super easy chicken parm, really, really good. So another meal that you just need, a quick and easy meal that's delicious. So this is for chicken parm one night. Then I also picked up a bag of their ravioli because my kids like ravioli. So I always like to have that in the freezer. So if I need to whip up a quick lunch, there's ravioli as a great lunch option. Lettuce, because I like a lot of salads. I'm actually making this week my salad. Last week was the Big Mac salad. This week is the sub in a tub salad, which is really good. I don't think I shared the turkey yet, but I have like turkey, and then I shred up the lettuce, and then I add like it's like everything you love in a sub, in a tub, or in a bowl. It's super easy. I do make it every so often. I like to rotate it because I don't want to get burnt out of it. But so always lettuce, it's good to have on hand. Also to shred it up for the hamburgers too. Also to go with the hamburgers is a bag of French fries. So I got a bag of the crinkle fries. That's what the kids like. And I also got a couple of Roma tomatoes to go with my 7-Up tub. Also too for the burgers, although most of my family doesn't do tomatoes on burgers. Well, Tyler does. Speaking of Tyler, he loves their flatbread pizza. So I got him one of these too. Again, another easy lunch idea too. And for the final bag, I got some of their brioche buns for the hamburgers. My kids love these buns, so I got those. I got a bag of their spinach because I love a spinach green smoothie. Actually, I think I'm gonna whip one up while I'm meal prepping. So I'll show you how to make it. It's so easy, it's so delicious. It's my favorite. So I was low on spinach, so I grabbed some of that. Strawberries are a must. So I got 2 things of strawberries as well. And then here is the turkey. I use the sliced deli turkey for wraps. I love wraps. I do those a lot. I'll use the carb balance wraps, some turkey. Then I take their mixed greens, which I still had some from last week, so I didn't need to get any more. I'll drizzle a little bit of balsamic glaze on it, even add a little bit of pesto. It's in user carb balance wraps. It's such an easy and delicious wrap, and it's very filling too. So I love that. So, but I'm also using the turkey for the sub in a tub. So, and that's nice because my kids aren't big sandwich kids, but once in a while they'll do turkey, so it's nice to have. And then I was so happy. I didn't need half and half yet. I still had a little bit, but my Aldi has been out of their organic half and half, and I like their organic half and half. It's only about $3.69 for it. It's really just good. I can tell a difference. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Let me know if you can tell a difference. But I really like it. So I was happy they had it. So I have it to go to, and I don't even know what the expiration, how long it's good for, but really like this. So I still had some, but super good. Then I love blackberries too, so I got a thing of their blackberries. That's always something I get there. So that's part of the fruit with the bananas. Butter is just one of those necessities, nothing's particular to have, but normally for breakfast, if my kids want breakfast, it's sourdough pancakes, French toast, really pretty easy, so, or oatmeal. So then they had a few new things, well, new for me. So I picked up this Korean style barbecue, which I have no intentions of what I'm going to do with it yet. But you know, Aldi, sometimes they have these things, so you just grab it. So that looked good. I'm anxious to try it. If you've tried it, let me know. And then they also had some seasonings too that were new for grilling season. So I picked up their amazing burger. So I normally use just Worcestershire, salt and pepper, maybe a little bit of garlic powder, but I figured I'll give this a try. Good for the burgers, and then we'll have it all season long because we love to grill out, especially on nice days. And then they also had hot honey, which, you know, I see at the store sometimes. I never picked up, but when I saw it at Aldi, I picked it up too. I think it was $2.99. I don't know. I can't remember, but I picked it up too. I don't use hot honey a lot, but I figured I'll have it. Maybe I'll try it more. I also got some of their orange chicken stir-fry sauce because this is so easy to have on hand too, because you can take some chicken, chop it up, dredge it with some cornstarch and flour, a little bit of salt and pepper, and then fry that up. Take that orange stir-fry sauce, another super easy weeknight meal. Serve it with some rice and the broccoli. I mean, easy peasy. And then spicy brown mustard I got for the roasted sausage with pepper and onions. I think I might have some, but I don't think I've gotten it in a while, so get a fresh thing of it. I needed some cans of tomato sauce for the enchiladas, so I got 2 cans of that. And last but not least, I got coffee. And I always get their coffee because we go through a lot of coffee, and we're getting low. I wasn't out yet, but I was getting low, and you don't want to run out of coffee, right? So I got some of the coffee too, and that was about that. So I'm going to prep the roasted sausage. I'm not going to make the hamburger patties, but what I like to do when we do hamburgers, I'll prep them in the morning. I just get out my little patty presser, and I'll make the patties in the morning, and then I'll just put them on some wax paper, have them in the refrigerator so we can grill them. Wayne just got a Blackstone for Christmas, so he enjoys going out there and grilling now. So we'll do the burgers. I kind of like to make them nice and thin for the Blackstone. So the patties I'm not going to prep. So the only thing I'm going to be prepping is just adding the chicken to the bag for the chicken enchiladas, slicing up the veggies and the sausage for the roasted sausage, pepper and onions. Everything else I'm going to put away. So let me get everything put away, and then we'll do a little prep. I'm also going to make a smoothie too. I'm getting all of my groceries put away, but Tyler came in from outside and wanted some lunch, and I stopped at Aldi last week again. Some of you recommended these ready-made meals that are at Aldi too. The Hawaiian chicken was one of them, which is fantastic. But then I picked up the Korean style barbecue chicken. So he pulled that out of the refrigerator and said he wanted that for lunch. So he's going to give it a try right now. We'll see how good that is, because that's the first time we tried this. We also got the burnt ends, and he loves that one too. That's what it looks like inside. So I just put a few little holes, pop it in the microwave for like 3 minutes. What an easy meal. They're so good. So he's going to have that for lunch. So I'm going to get that going for him now, and then we'll see how he likes it. But also too, I forgot, when I did stop there, I tried the Hearts of Palm pasta. I talked about this during my last Aldi haul too, and it is so good. So when I ran back in there to get this chicken last week, I picked up a few more because that's how much I liked it. I tossed it with a little bit of the Aldi pesto. It's delicious. I actually really liked it. I really liked it because that's how many I picked up. Super good. So if you do a lower carb like I do, this was a must try. I'm going to even do it with the sauce for pasta. I love it with the pesto. So I'm going to make the Korean chicken for Tyler now. The Hawaiian chicken is so good. The burnt ends is so good too. Even the pork carnitas, we kind of tried them all because he wanted to test them all. Also too, I forgot part of my haul, which was part of my $142, but Wayne put this already in the refrigerator, so I forgot, was their organic milk. We love their organic milk. It's just really creamy and delicious. And then also I needed some more almond milk. And I go back and forth between their regular and their organic, but it's not much more for their organic. So I got their organic milk too. I still had a little bit more, but I was running low, and I make a smoothie once, maybe twice a day. So I needed a little bit more of that too. So, all right, I'm gonna get everything put away. Making this for Tyler. Oh, and then when I ran in there too, I did just pick up a couple of these to have, but like I said, my kids are not a big fan. Maybe once in a while I can get away with it, but these are the 90-second rice packets. This is the jasmine one, and you just can microwave them. He said he didn't want rice, but, and then I also got the roasted chicken one too. I'm going to make a smoothie and then just meal prep the roasted sausage and the chicken enchiladas and put everything else away, and dinner is planned for the rest of the week. And then I really don't plan on it like each night. We're gonna have this, like we're gonna have this. Kind of let the kids decide. I think they kind of said they wanted to do teriyaki chicken tonight. So that's really easy. It's already prepped and ready to go. So I think I'm gonna do that for dinner tonight. And then usually I say that when they say what's for dinner tonight, I kind of say, here are your options for the week. And then they kind of decide. So it also gets them involved of what's for dinner too. So some days I do plan, like this is what we're gonna have. And then some days I kind of let them plan. So it's, you know, it's every day is a little different, but at least we know what's on the menu each week. And the burgers are also great too for lunches. So I forgot to mention that too. So that's it. Let's get this cooking. Here is the Korean chicken that I just heat up in the microwave for about 3 minutes. It smells really good. And then I like to dump it in a little container. That looks good. This is how much chicken you get from the container. So 2-3 servings, depending on what you're serving it with and how many you're feeding. I'm gonna try a little piece here too. Let's see how good it is. Oh wow, that's good. That is good. This is so good. Add some rice and some steamed broccoli. Dinner is done. All of these that we've tried so far are delicious. The Hawaiian chicken, the pork carnitas, the burnt ends are delicious. I also got the Thai coconut chicken. I've not tried that one yet. It's still in the refrigerator, but all of these that we've tried have been amazing. So let's see if this passes Tyler's taste test. I ended up serving it with a little bit of rice since I had these 90-second rice packets, which are so convenient for quick and easy meals like this. This was definitely a hit with Tyler. He gave it 2 thumbs up. So all of these that we've tried have been delicious and make a super quick and easy meal too. I didn't realize until later that I actually got the chicken and cheese ravioli, so you could even swap out the marinara for Alfredo sauce. That would be delicious with these ravioli too. Now I'm gonna blend up an easy smoothie. This is one of my favorites. I make it all the time. I add some unsweetened almond milk, flax seeds, and chia seeds, which is also from Aldi. I also add a little bit of PB Fit, some stevia, just a few little drops of stevia, that's optional, banana, and some spinach. Blend it up. It is so creamy and delicious, especially if you love peanut butter and banana. You gotta try this. I got my smoothie. Everything's put away except the last few items. So I'm going to prep chicken enchiladas. Super easy slow cooker meal. I have about a pound and a half. You could do 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds of chicken depending on how many people you're feeding. But once you shred chicken, it goes a long way, especially when you wrap it in your flour tortillas. So I just used one of the 2 packages of chicken. And then you need 15-ounce can of tomato sauce. I have just 2 so I'm gonna do that because I like it a little extra saucy anyway. So let me open the cans. You can also add some diced onion to this too. You could do fresh diced onion, obviously. I like to get frozen diced onion when I can. Aldi usually doesn't have that, so I'll usually pick that up at another store. Sometimes when I do an Azure order too, I'll get it there, which I really love to do too. But I haven't done an Azure order for a while because my pickups are a little far away, so I try to really bulk up until I really need an Azure order. So anyways, let me add the 2 things of sauce. You could obviously use store-bought enchilada sauce too, but you guys, so easy to make. So I got my 2 cans of enchiladas, or 2 cans of tomato sauce. And to that I'm gonna add 1.5 teaspoons of chili powder. You could eyeball it, or you could do, so I got 1.5 teaspoons of chili powder. I'm gonna add some cumin, garlic powder, a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm gonna add a 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, ground cumin, as well as a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. I usually go heaping 1/2 teaspoon, and then just a little bit of salt and pepper. And that's it. That's all to that part. Then when I'm ready to cook this, I'm going to dump this entire bag in my slow cooker and cook it on low for 4 to 6 hours. I'll remove the chicken, shred it up, put that shredded chicken in my flour tortillas, wrap it up, put it in a baking dish, and then I'll take the remaining sauce and I will pour that over the enchiladas, sprinkle it with some shredded Mexican cheese or cheddar cheese. You can serve this with some Mexican rice, white rice, any kind of sides that you want. Such an easy and delicious meal, and so easy too. I love prepping this one. I actually wanted to make one and freeze one, but like I mentioned, my Aldi didn't have a lot of chicken, and I really like to try to get the never any chicken. So there was literally, I think there was 3 packs and I got the 2. So next time I'll probably prep more. So that is for the enchiladas. I also have some chopped cilantro for that as well. I also want to mention I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. It will last for a few days in the refrigerator, or you can pop it in the freezer. I usually go by the sell-by date of the chicken or to use within a few days, whatever comes first. Next, I'm making roasted sausage with peppers and onions. This is a great sheet pan dish. I'm using the cooked chicken sausage, the Italian style chicken sausage. You could even use the smoked beef sausage. You could use turkey kielbasa. You could use Polish kielbasa, any kind of cooked sausage that's already kind of pre-cooked, like that, the Polish kielbasa, the beef sausage, or the chicken sausage. So I'm going to slice this up and then chop up my peppers and onions. I love meal prepping my meals. I have been meal prepping for years. There are some weeks that I just prep 2 or 3 meals. There are other weeks that I prep more. There are even some weeks that I will prep one and freeze one, so I have a backup in the freezer too. So each week looks a little bit different, but it is such a time saver and a money saver, and I have no excuse to get dinner on the table. There is something prepped and ready to go. So after a long day, it is so nice to just be able to grab something that's already prepped in the freezer or the refrigerator and have it ready to go to pop on a sheet pan or to grill it. And if I didn't prep the meal, like for example the hamburgers, I will definitely prep those in the morning. So I'll have most of the items prepped so I can just easily grab and go with those items to make mealtime even easier. So I encourage you, if you've never meal prepped before, or if it's something that you want to do, just start with a couple of meals, get them prepped, and you will see what a time saver and money saver it is to have those meals prepped and ready to go in the refrigerator. I've got all my peppers cut up, and now I'm going to cut up an onion. I have my sausage, peppers, and onions all cut up. And now to that, I'm gonna add some of the spicy brown mustard. I'm also gonna add a couple tablespoons of balsamic. Gonna add a little bit of Italian seasoning and some salt and pepper. So I got my salt and my pepper and a little bit of Italian seasoning, about a teaspoon, and just a little bit of olive oil, just about a tablespoon. This is such a yummy sheet pan meal. I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator for a few days, or you could freeze it if you wanna use it within a few days, or by the sell-by date, whatever comes first. So I usually, if I prep these, I like to use them within like 3 or 4 days. So that's why I like to get a few meals like this prepped so they're ready to just pull out. Then when I'm ready to cook this, I'm gonna line my sheet pan with some parchment or some aluminum foil. I'm gonna bake this in a 400-degree oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. You wanna make sure everything's on a nice single layer so it bakes really evenly. And again, you can serve this, I love serving it with rice. You could do mashed potatoes. It's so amazing. And then if you have some of the balsamic glaze, drizzle that on top too when you serve it. It's amazing. You also wanna make sure you get all of your air out. So I shook it up really, really well. I'm gonna give it another shake. Get all of that yumminess blended up. So this is roasted sausage with peppers and onion, such an easy and yummy weeknight meal. Now it's time to make dinner. I'm making the teriyaki chicken. This chicken can be found in the meat section at Aldi. So I'm just adding it to a sheet pan and I'm going to bake it in a 400-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes until the chicken is cooked. I love to cook rice in the Instant Pot. I'm adding 2 cups of white rice, which I also get at Aldi, to the Instant Pot, along with 2 cups of water. I'm going to cook that on high pressure for 8 minutes. Let it naturally release for 10. If you want to do less rice, you could do 1 cup of rice along with 1 cup of water and cook that for 6 minutes and then still let it naturally release for 10. I'll be honest, my kids love it when I add a little bit of butter to the rice, so that's how I do it. So I'm going to add some rice to the bowls. The chicken is done. I'm going to chop it up and serve it with some of the broccoli along with some chopped green onion. You guys, this was really, really good. And then when Tyler grabbed his plate, he goes, "Do you have any barbecue sauce?" I said, "Well, I got some Korean barbecue sauce at Aldi today. This stuff is so good and takes this meal over the top. You definitely got to try it. Whether or not you try it with the Korean barbecue sauce, it's really, really good just like this, or add the Korean barbecue sauce and it is next level, so good. Definitely got to try this meal. This is definitely going to be on the meal plan again. Okay, you guys, that's it. And I still have some of my smoothie left to sit and enjoy, but I have a couple meals prepped. The chicken enchiladas, the roasted sausage with peppers and onion. I have the teriyaki chicken, which is super easy. The chicken parm, which is another easy meal too. The hamburgers also for during the week. So lots of meals prepped and ready to go for easy weeknight dinners. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite meal I'm going to be making, and hopefully this inspired you with some easy dinner recipes as well. Give this video a big thumbs up if it did, and let me know in the comments below what you enjoyed the most and if you want to see more videos like this as well. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.